Good afternoon, how are you all today? It's Sue Maddox here from maddoxcreations.com. A little bit late today, I'm running late. We've been having internet problems, so I'd got all set up, was all set to go, and then the internet died. But anyway, hopefully, cross our fingers, we're back in business, so we'll see how we go. I hope you've had a great weekend. We've had a big birthday weekend in our house, so we had, I think I've got a little photo here actually. We've got John turned 50 and Hannah turned 16, so we had the family over yesterday for a little bit of a joint celebration. Lots of cake left over too, because we had 2 cakes, so that should be nice for dessert today. Anyway, let's get started on all of our news, and then I'll show you some of the birthday cards that we did, and I've got a little one to make while we're sitting here as well. Okay, so first up is news about a one-day sale. So Stampin' Up, as well as our house having a birthday weekend, Stampin' Up's got a bit of a birthday sale happening. So to celebrate their 30 years, they're having a one-day only sale tomorrow, so that's Tuesday. And they've got a big list of stamp sets that are 15% off. So if you head on over to my blog, so maddoxcreations.com, you'll find the list and a few pictures there as well of the stamp sets that will be on sale. The sale prices will go live tomorrow. So if you pop into my online store tomorrow, you'll see the little sale section, and you can do some shopping if any of those take your fancy. If you prefer, you can email details through, and I can pop your order in for you. Okay, what else is news? I got a little special thing in the mail in the last week or so. It was a little pin. It's got a little cute little diamondy things, and that was for reaching a sales milestone there from in the 10 years or so that I've been a demonstrator. So just a big thank you to all my lovely customers for helping me to reach that with all of our lovely craft collection. All right, let's have a look at some cards. So I'm going to zip over here to this one and show you some birthday cards. So a couple from the kids first. So Hannah likes, and actually both of mine like to get stuck into my washi tape there and do some decorating. So it's always handy to have that big bowl of washi tape, and a little bit of masking there from Hannah as well. So that was her one for John. And then we've got, Jack likes to do a bit of drawing. So he's got a woohoo, half a century, just to rub it in. About 50 years there. So one from him with a bit of shading and a bit of washi tape to make it look a little bit spiffy. My sister-in-law, we always love getting cards from my sister-in-law. She does quilling cards. So this was the one she made for Hannah. I think she's so clever, all the quilling. So they've got all those little, have you seen that before, the little narrow bits of, what do you call it, of card or paper? And then, yeah, all spun around and made into different shapes. So one there from Hannah. And she's made one for John as well with a 50 shape. So thanks, Kristen, for those. They look beautiful. Isn't that lovely? Nice and colourful. So the outline of the 50, and then all coloured in there with the quilling bits. They look very fiddly. They must take quite a while, I would imagine. One from me. I've been busy with the shimmer paint lately, so I made John this one. Wasn't quite how I was going, because originally I was going to have, I cut out the 50, and I was going to sponge around and then have take the 50 off, but when I took it off, it was a little bit raggedy around the edges, so I ended up I just sponged the edge of these with some darker ink just to help it stand out there from the background. But I've used a couple of different shimmer paints on that. I've used the bronze copper one. Oh, where are we? Here we go. The copper one, so just sponged a bit of that on, and this one's beautiful. The champagne mist is the really glittery one, so that's sort of in this other bit around there. Comes up nicely. And then I'll show you how I did the background there. I've got one here to do a bit of a demo of that one, because that was the background was so gorgeous. I thought I just want to make another whole card just using that technique. So let's have a little bit of a look at that. So I've got my piece of cardstock here, and this is going to go on a base card. So I've cut, this is a size I use a lot. It's 10 centimeters wide or high, and 14 1/4 is the width, and that just leaves a little small border around the edge. Okay, so we're going to whiz that through the Woodlands embossing folder, which is this one here. So we'll pop him in, and then we're just going to use a little bit of magic of television, and voila, here is our embossed one. So this is just gorgeous, just like that, I think. But just to help the trunk stand out a little bit, I've got my crumb cake ink here and a sponge. So I'm just going to dab on a bit of that colour. Oh, actually, I think my my sponge that I've got is the one that I had, what do you call it, some early espresso one. So this is actually a little bit darker than my other ones. My other ones I had just the crumb cake, but this is really more early espresso. But that actually comes up quite nice as well. Looks quite striking and just makes them stand out. And then the bit that I loved, and it sort of reminded me a little bit of the beautiful silver birches or aspens or something like that. It's using the frost white, which is just here, frost white shimmer paint. So just give him a little shake. Now, if I had a little palette or a little lid or something, probably be good to tip it a little dab in there, but I'm just going to use the inside of this lid today. And an aqua painter, this one doesn't actually have any water in it. I'm just really using it as a brush. So I'm just going to pop in there. Actually, that might have a little touch of blue on it, so that was probably not the best of ideas, but anyway. We might just scroll in a little bit. Can we do that? Yep. Okay, and I'm just going to paint. Oh, now I'm going to have blue. Hang on. Let's just get rid of my blue. We don't really want blue trees. All right, I might actually swap to my other brush. Let's go with this one. Oh, that one's not cooperating either because that one's a bit dry. Let me just fossick about here in my drawer, see if I can find something. Let's try this one. Okay, we'll get here eventually. That's better. All right, I think I'm going to have bluish trees on this one, but let's see how we go. Everything wants to be blue today. So definitely would not recommend dipping your brush straight into the container because Murphy's Law, you'll make the whole lot coloured then. Let's just grab that out here. And just this shimmer white paint, just this little highlights of that, just makes them look, they look a little bit silvery. This comes up really nice. So I think with this one today, I'm just going to pop a little greeting on and then call him finished. Am I painting in the bit where we can see? Let's have a look here. Alright, so all we do is just, just highlights those trunks a little bit. I don't even mind that little bluey tinge that I've got on this one today. Let's say we'll just pretend we've done that on purpose. That was the look we're after. It just looks like that nice sort of ghostly looking lovely trees. So all I'm going to do to finish this one off is I've stamped the where are we? Be Strong, Be Happy, Be You. That was from Rooted in Nature stamp set. Lovely, nice. This is just one of them. It's a big stamp set, so it's got a couple of different ones on it. And I'm just going to pop that on the top, and then it's all ready to stick onto my base. So let's pop him. Where are we going to put him? Let's put him about there. So nice and simple. I'm always looking for Gaia cards. Well, that could be for anyone really. So I think I'm going to put that onto a early espresso because that's the ink that I've used in the greeting. So pop that on an early espresso base, and then we've got a nice simple card. So I definitely think while I've got the aqua painter out here, I'm going to go and get a jar of water first and get rid of that blue off my brush, and then make a batch of them. It's come up actually quite well though. The blue looks a bit nice, a little bluey silvery look there. Anyway, that's it from me today. I've got Hannah's card, but I can't show you that because we're giving that to her tonight, so I'll have to show you that one next week. I'll be back tomorrow on the blog with, what colour are we up to? I don't even remember what colour we're up to. I think, yeah, it'll be a surprise. Anyway, whatever we're up to there. So time to make a card for that, for our colour creations. And don't forget our sale tomorrow if you're after any of those stamp sets. So have a terrific week. Let's get rid of that. And I'll catch you next Monday, hopefully slightly more organised. We're a bit frazzled today. We've had internet issues and all sorts of technical difficulties. But anyway, we got there in the end. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.